Welcome back to Crescendo. Sorry for being on this screen. I'm not feeling too well, you guys. It's that time of the month for us ladies. You know, we all have that one month where we turn into monsters and the only cure is ice cream and chocolate. And I don't have either right now because I haven't went to the store because I guess I miscalculated. But nonetheless, this is not about that. This is about this beautiful game and where we left off at. And as soon as we get started, I want you guys to think about doing something nice for me today because I really need a little charity today. And your charity is to like and subscribe. Those are your only two charities, and it would mean the absolute world to me. Now let's get started. We left off where there was a whole little thing happening at the manor, and when it all was like said and done, when the dust settled, oh my god, I forgot her name. Tasuna, I almost forgot her name. Tasuna escaped with her brother Legato, and now we're here with Note, which I thought were dating, but they're not. It seems that it's a different story. Now, the creator of this game is in the comment section explaining a lot of stuff. So if I'm not explaining it properly, please head to the comment section below in the other videos, past videos, and you will see me and her interacting and her just giving like tidbits of the game. And go and support her game, okay? She's put a lot of work in. This is awesome. Anyways, we will win this time and stop him from ruining everyone else's lives. And we'll do it together. Thank you, Note. So, what's my code name? Please, don't feel any obligation. We can change it if you don't like it. But I was thinking minimum? Minimum? Really? Really, Note? She's not a midget. Don't put her down. Let me make sure my voice is recording, because the last time I was recording, when I tell you I could not hear myself, I was about to cry, okay? And also I've been like maneuvering my mic so you guys don't hear me breathing on the mic, but you know, it's a whole little thing right now, okay? I'm working with it. It's not that I don't like it, but it makes me feel small. That's not my intentions at all. I'll pick something else. I've got it. Oh, Note. Every time I look at Note, he's just too adorable. Like, look at him. He's cute. The perfect name for a free spirit like you. Go on. Kadzinda? I hope I said that right. Cadenza. Are you serious? Why can't we just name her something like Lily or oh man, what's some other flower names? I'm blanking right now. Oh man, I can't believe I just blanked on flower names. I love flowers. Something. Just name her something sweet. She's adorable. Name her Blossom. She literally has cherry blossoms all over her. Well, there might be a meaning behind her name, and I'll probably look it up, or the creator will probably put it down in the comment section below. I love it. Much better than minimum. Though, I do appreciate the thought behind it. Half a note, I like how she blushes every time he talks to her. It's a little cheesy, right? Uh-oh.
Self-voicing enabled.
I always hit the V button.
Self-voicing disabled.
That's so stupid. Thank you. You'd be my minimum because I'm only half a note without you. That is a ridiculous level of cheese. But it makes me happy to hear it. An elegant lady enters the room, her shoes softly tapping on the floor as she walks. Good afternoon, sir. Hello. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher her name. Correct me respectfully. Vivace. I hope that's her name. We're gonna call her Vivace. Hello, Vivace. Wait, where's your ribbon? I'm afraid I did something without your permission. Please don't tell me you didn't go to the Econo Manor on your own. I went to the Econo Manor on my own. He just said don't tell him and you told him. Viv, what have I told you about acting without legato? I just feel like I'm always in his shadow. That isn't the case at all. I know you're perfectly capable of doing things without help. But if you needed us, we wouldn't even know where you were. Everyone recognizes how strong you are, but we're up against supernatural beings. Even I'm scared to go out alone. I bit my tongue when I say even if. Excuse me. That's why I always have you and Legato with me. Safety in numbers, yeah? Viv, look at me. Vivace glances up, meeting those soft eyes and gentle gaze. He's only trying to help you. And she's adorable too. She's very cute. I'm only saying this because I care. I know. So tell me, how did you lose your ribbon? Well, it started off strongly in my favor. I spotted Voyia when I was outside. They were in the manor garden, pruning the roses. No vampire in sight, so I climbed the fence to sneak over, planning to approach them. I thought that if I could grab them and run, we'd have them safely back with us. Things are never that simple, yet I had hope. I was fast and determined, and I thought that would be enough. But Itami grabbed me from behind and pulled the ribbon tight around my throat. He was spewing threats at me, gloating and smiling in such a horrible way and saying all these things he'd do once I was his. So he's still trying to capture girls and make them his little sire thing like he did, Cadenza? I'm gonna mess her name up like 1,000 times, don't judge me. But, yeah, he's still trying to capture girls and stuff and make them, his own or something. That's so weird. First it was her, Cadenza, then it was Voyia, now it's, Viv here. Like, dude, live on your own, you perv. I felt my body seize up, freezing completely. I lost my words, couldn't even speak, let alone scream. I thought I was done for, but then, I don't entirely know what happened after that, but something caused him to start looking around the garden and shouting, still holding me by the neck, by the neck. So I used my penknife to slice through the ribbon and I ran. He was distracted, searching the area for whatever was antagonizing him. He didn't see me leave. And once I was sure I wasn't being followed, I came back here. To think that he would just handle you like that, as if you're not even a person. I shuddered to think of what would happen if you didn't get away. Sato-kun. Sato-kun. One of Itami's sires absolutely despises him. There's a strong chance that he's the one who helped you, Vivace. So, I was gonna read this in her voice, excuse me. So there's a revolution amongst the ranks. I wouldn't know. Sato-kun and Itami have never gotten along, but I don't know if I'd call it a revolution. Well, the more people on our side, the better, right? Let's not get too hasty. Cadenza here is an exception to the rule. We can't just have vampires changing sides and joining us. I mean, considering that their organization is to protect humans, at any cost. I don't feel like it's a good idea, but you know, whatever I guess helps. It might they might encounter spies. Sorry. My nose started burning. They might encounter spies in their midst if they try recruiting vampires. But I mean, it also might work. Who's to say that Sato? Excuse me, I had the yanis. Who's to say that Sato wouldn't help them at all? I mean, he wants to protect Voyia, right? So he would probably do anything to absolutely protect her. It's dangerous enough when one of our own go on their domain unprotected. No gives Vivace a pointed look. But I can make things better as far as the ribbon is concerned, at least. He pulls a red ribbon out of his pocket and leans in to tie it around Vivace's neck. Aww. He just had one on deck? Wait, why do you have her? Is there something going on between you two? I'm sorry, I'm always looking for romance in between people. I'm weird, okay? Leave me alone. We bought 2 of them that day, remember? A light smile appears on his lips as he pulls away. Do you keep the spare on you just in case? Something like that. But, as lovely as it looks on you, maybe you should stick to wearing it outside of work hours. We don't want any more close calls. I'm losing my voice, excuse me. Oh, forgive me. Vivace unties the ribbon, and it looks so cute on her too. I wish she could keep it on her. Unties the ribbon from her collar and strokes the silk with a fond smile before placing it into her own pocket. No more close calls. I hope Voyia is okay though. I hope Voyia is okay too. This Voyia is not okay. This Voyia is suffering from a cold, a Mother Nature cold, and everything else. Like, it's just, I'm having a worse day. But I'm trying to make it better by reading. I hope you guys are having a good time listening. And if not, I hope you guys go and download this game yourselves. And please try it out. It is a lovely game. And I'm probably getting through it at slow as molasses. I think that's how that saying goes. But I'm definitely sure that you guys will probably just book through this and stuff. And maybe you can help me out a little bit on different endings and stuff. It appears that I have lost some of my memory. I don't know. I think this might be Voyia again. I don't know when it happened, but I do recall seeing a brown-haired girl in the manor garden. She may not have seen me. I was ushered inside before I had a chance to interact. When I tried to think of what would happen the day after, my mind draws a blank. The last thing I remember, surprisingly, everything went back to normal, more or less. I was expecting serious consequences on Sato's attempt on Itami's life, especially after the way he threatened us when Tsuna left. Excuse me. It seemed rather odd that he just allowed me to untie Sato and agreed to let everyone keep living under him as if nothing had happened. Now, there could be a reason why he's doing that. He might have just been so angry that Tsuna left that he probably was like, oh, excuse me, I had the yanis. He probably was just like, oh, I'm so freaking mad. I can't believe that she would leave and stuff. He was probably lost in thought, like, kind of like, how could she do that to me? Honestly, I have no reason to prosecute anyone. Sato was only an obstacle to me while he insists on keeping you to himself. But now that you're mine, wait, we can continue to live peacefully. Of course, I'll go back to managing the business and pulling in the money from my assassinations. Brings up the total to more than enough to afford the matter. Wait, now I'm his now? Oh, that sucks. This is like a bad ending thing. This is a bad ending for me. I don't want to be yours, even though you're cute, but I don't want to be yours. I want to be Sato's. The restaurant is only sinking because the customers don't care for anything so poorly executed. It's easily float. It'll easily float once I'm back on the helm. But it seems that after my little meeting with Sato, you stumbled into enemy territory. It's quite an inconvenience. I was hoping I would have to deal with the imbeciles from Kasara. He just knows everything, and that's creepy. I mean, I get it. I know there's probably like more vampires, there's more ranks, and he probably has eyes everywhere type of thing, but excuse me, I got the Yannis today. But yeah, I know he probably got a whole bunch of other vampires everywhere and stuff, just looking and watching, you know, his other people. But still, it's like, come on, you just know everything, don't you? Kind of thing. How is Note anyway? I couldn't help myself. His question caught me off guard. You know Note? It was my documentation that allowed Malachi and Sato to find him. There was something playing on my mind that I couldn't quite shake, like a few bars of a repetitive song that looped until you identified it. But I felt like asking Utami was the wrong move, that maybe Sato would be a better candidate for my question. Well, it took me a moment to realize I hadn't answered. He's not a fan of you. I found myself answering honestly and immediately cursed myself for it. Utami laughed, shaking his head lightly as his eyes glittered like malachite. So, funny story. My grandmother had this little stone, and I never knew what it was, but somebody was like, oh, it's like malachite or something like that. And I was like, oh, what does it do? And somebody told me that if you rubbed it hard enough, that money would like fall. Like, I was a kid, so don't judge me. I was like 5. So like, if you rub it hard enough, that money would fall out the sky on you and stuff. And I rubbed it, and a quarter fell and hit me in the head. Now, I freaked out. I know now that it was my siblings messing with me. But when I was younger, I promise y'all, I thought that stone made money. Like, oh, that's how we have this house. Oh, okay, that's how I get Christmas presents. My mom done rubbed the stone and the money fall. Cool. But yeah, sorry. That was just a little snippet. Sorry. The feeling is mutual. I suppose he's rather proud of himself now that he's stolen my familiar. The buzzing in my brain intensified as that statement. Tsuna was exactly who I wanted to ask about. I wouldn't know. They say ignorance is bliss. Well, I can tell you that you're desperate to join Sato outside, so I won't keep you any longer. I blinked in surprise, but didn't need telling twice. I left the room as soon as possible. Well, I mean, at least we're with Sato now, I suppose. It is just so good to see him untied up and less beaten up, I suppose. Sato looked surprised to see me when I returned, but he sounded relieved. You're okay. I want to ask you something. I interrupted him, not particularly wanting to know what he thought. I mean, considering that this man was finna take me on his bed, I'm sure that we know exactly what he thought. I could tell at the time that he was reluctant to leave me alone with Utami, but neither of us had a choice except to part ways. Sure. What is it? You told me that Tsuna-chan joined Utami as a human because she liked his cruelty, right? But Legato seemed certain that Tsuna had been taken from her home as a child by force. So, which is it? I'll take this one. Ashley, we have not seen you in a very long time. By the way, I found out that it is common for people in the UK to have the name Ashley, like male men to have the name Ashley. I want to know if that's true, because if it's true, that's kind of cool. I don't think it's anything like, I don't think your name, you know, tells if you're feminine or masculine or whatever, but it's just cool to see people have unique names. And I feel like Ashley for a boy is actually a kind of a unique name, because you think of Ashley, you think of in America, we think of preppy white Starbucks Ashley. Like, we think of girls that sound like this, like Ashley. Like, hello. Oh my god, I just got my Starbucks. My name is Ashley. That's what we think about. But then, like, in the UK, it's like so different and unique, and I think that's awesome. We were all brought here as children, Tsuna included. While some of us became independent and forged our own path, Tsuna stayed an Itami's girl. She was always the special one. She'd side with him in arguments and act like she was better than us. Like I said before, we came willingly with him because we believed he would be a good man and had nowhere else to go. But the others didn't get a choice. Malachi had been leaning against the doorframe, silently listening until that point. I forgot the voice I gave Malachi, so Malachi, right? Yeah. Oh god, Malachi, yes. So forgive me if I mess up his voice completely. He entered the room before speaking himself, seemingly not wanting to lose his part in this recollection. Tsuna, I think I gave him like a very longly voice, like long voice. Tsuna never had a home to be taken from either, but she was different from us. Like kind of like the boss voice I just gave boss, but much deeper. But I can't today, so forgive me. Her and Antonio were brother and sister at our town orphanage. Previously the two richest children in the city until mysterious circumstances took their parents away. Kids only got to stay at that orphanage if people wanted them. Wealthy couples who couldn't conceive would use it like a shop, paying for children they desired as their own. If you were pretty, cute, smart, posh, or whatever, then you were worth keeping until they could trade you for money. But if you weren't, you got thrown to the streets and left to fend for yourself. But what are they talking about? I think that they're all cute. Malachi, Ashley, and Sato, they're adorable. So I guess they must be thinking of like some super duper cute. And Tsuna, like that's crazy. Like they're all cute. And they just toss you guys to the streets. That's so sad. It's obviously easier to snatch a kid than to pay a fee for them. And Tommy needed free labor. It seemed like he wanted the pair just like everyone else, Tsuna and Antonio together. I was going to call him Legato. This one was a bit of a weird kid. A kind of bluish tint to his hair and his eyes like the ocean. He acted like a guard dog to those siblings, risking his life to protect theirs. All that time, we didn't understand why they didn't want to go with Itami. It was only after we were deemed undesirable and tossed into the gutter that a real hatred grew. Those spoiled brats had taken what we wanted. So when Itami came to save us, we jumped at the chance to join him. The last we heard, Antonio and the weird kid had disappeared from the orphanage and nobody could find them. Enough cash changing hands meant that the whole incident was swept under the rug, or at least until times changed and awful places was shut down. By then, we were already grown into adults and been immortalized. Whoa. It seems like they were all connected, one thread of fate weaving and winding and entangling everyone. Malachi's voice broke me from my train of thought just as I was about to form a conclusion about the weird kid in Antonia. So it sounds like she's coming to the conclusion that the weird kid is Note, like we all did. But enough about that. What happened to you out there? And I think we will find out in the next episode. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. I just want to say thank you to everybody that joins me and vibes with me. I'm feeling very emotional today. I'm feeling very sad and happy all at once. I'm enjoying this game. And I'm sorry that it's taken me a very long time to absolutely finish it, but I know I'm going to get through it slowly but surely. But just make sure you guys are having fun with it. If you're not vibing with this, I understand. If you are vibing with this is awesome. And you should try this game out yourself because there are multiple endings to it. And I'm just getting through Sato's very, very slowly. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace and love. Stay safe out there. Bye.